I started speaking earlier without introducing myself. I'm sorry. But if we have not met, my name is Diana Wakim, and I'm the Chief Advancement Officer for United Schools Network. I joined USN in 2014 as a teacher. I taught 8th grade reading and writing. And after a couple of years, I had the privilege of moving into fundraising and development to work on the accelerator that means the most to me, going beyond the classroom. USN serves nearly 1,000 students, 100% of whom are economically disadvantaged, but more importantly, 100% of whom deserve an outstanding education comparable to and even better than, I might say, their more affluent peers. As a teacher and now as a fundraiser, I have yet to meet a student or a parent who does not want to be successful. I work among teachers who are far more talented than I ever was, who stand in front of classrooms full of students who are brilliant and hardworking, are not meeting their full potential, not because they don't want it, not because they don't have great teachers, great resources, but because they face non-academic barriers, those tangible and intangible things that happen outside of their control, that happen outside of the classroom that prevent them from being successful. What I really, really love about USN, the not so secret to our success, is that we get proximate to those issues. We go beyond the classroom. And when I say, it sounds jargony, but we do get proximate to challenges. What I mean is we get really, really curious about the things happening outside of the classroom. Instead of being upset with a student because they don't have their uniform on, or because they're late, or because they're doing things that we as adults don't want them to do in the classroom, instead we question it. Why are you late? Why aren't you wearing your uniform? Why are you asking for love in what feels like a very unlovable way? We get curious and we meet those needs to the best of our ability. That looks like opening family resource centers at each of our campuses so that we can provide washers and dryers, clean clothes, food, menstrual products, hygiene products. It looks like providing mental health services at each of our campuses. It also goes way beyond our four walls. We have this really audacious mission that we love to talk about, right? Transforming lives in our communities through the power of education. That doesn't happen if we just provide K through 8th educational delivery and stop there. If we're really going to commit to this big mission, we have to go outside of our walls. Caroline Durbin, my colleague and dear friend, is the Associate Director of Alumni Services, and she works very closely with our alumni and provides them with a lot of care and attention to make sure that not only are they successful as 8th graders, but they can go on and receive support through secondary and post-secondary success. It's absurd to me, it's absurd to Caroline and to everyone else in our network that any student, any one of our students who is hardworking and brilliant and funny and curious and kind and worthy would be denied any kind of success because they meet a financial barrier. That's why one of the ways we go beyond the classroom is to provide micro grants for our alumni so that when they meet financial barriers that we can resolve, we resolve them for those students. We provide micro grants to alumni to help them thrive in their path to prosperity. If you know me, you know that I could talk all evening about this. I could talk about our alumni and our students and how fantastic they are, but I won't. Instead, I'm going to turn the floor over to one such alum, Vanessa Mora. Vanessa, when she was a student with us at CCA at USN, was known as a very powerful, bright, lively, intelligent student. It came to no surprise to any of us then when she gained entrance into Cristo Rey Columbus, one of the most prestigious high schools that our city has to offer. In 2017, when we last gathered in person, 2017, can you believe it? Vanessa had just gained entrance into Brown University on a full scholarship. She was valedictorian of her class in Cristo Rey. She was entering into Brown, and today she joins us as a graduate of Brown and as a young woman that any of us would be proud to know. as she's returned to Columbus, she's stayed close, and before she returned to Columbus, she stayed close to USN. And I'm really proud to welcome her tonight as she shares the impact that USN has made on her. Vanessa.